Berlanjutan daripada apa yang disebutkan tadi oleh Datuk Seri Najib, saya rasa lebih elok saya ingatkan balik peristiwa 18 hari bulan Mei 2018 di mana pihak polis dan juga penguat kuasa yang lain yang dengan begitu dahsyat sekali telah pun buat satu raid di satu apartmen di mana barang-barang yang dikatakan telah dirampas diambil 18 hari bulan Mei 2018. Saya akan buat press conference ini dalam dua-dua bahasa ya. Now I want to remind you that because we have made allegation here that the entire raiding, the way forfeiture was done by the police were against all SOP, all procedure that the police ought to practice according to the criminal procedure code. Like for instance, they took everything, including the relevant 114 million, which we say was not 114 million. In fact, there is a police report that Datuk Seri has lodged that it is about 160. So what happened to the balance? The police will have to account for it. Now, having done all the illegal method of raiding, they have kept all what has been forfeited in Bank Negara. And this hearing, as you can appreciate, there are two matters to be heard. Satu berkenaan dengan wang, 114 juta. Yang lagi satu ialah berkenaan dengan jewelry dan barang-barang kemas, handbag dan sebagainya. Jadi oleh sebab dalam kes ini Datuk Seri Najib juga terlibat dengan UMNO. Sebab UMNO juga buat claim berkenaan dengan 114 juta. Jadi oleh sebab itu secara convenient kita minta hakim untuk membezakan permohonan kedua-dua itu, iaitu duit dengan barang-barang kemas dan sebagainya. Jadi hakim telah membenarkan, sungguh pun pihak pendakwaan menentang untuk mendengar hanya 114. Saya rasa hakim hari ini mengambil jalan yang paling safe, yang paling selamat. Segala technical objection yang kita telah timbulkan, umpamanya section yang salah yang dipergunakan oleh pihak pendakwaan, instead of 56, section 56, dia gunakan 61 supaya menidakkan Datuk Seri Najib dan juga UMNO sebagai orang utama yang harus membuat claim. Instead dia buat atas nama OBYU, iaitu tuan punya premises yang mana Datuk Seri Najib pinjam dalam masa yang begitu mendesak ya. Jadi itu salah satu daripada technical objection we raise. And we also raise the technical objection that we are not third parties. Datuk Seri Najib is not a third party because the police themselves said this money belong to Datuk Seri Najib. So nampak sangat jahat dia orang untuk menidakkan Datuk Seri Najib, make him do the claim as a third party. So Yang Arif Hakim menggunakan kebijaksanaan beliau, segala technical objection ini sungguh pun memang kuat. Dia tolak sebelah, tetapi he went for the jugular, namely soalan yang paling mustahak, siapa tuan punya duit ini dan adakah unsur-unsur proceeds of an unlawful activity yang ada kait dengan wang 114 juta ini. Right? So in the end, Yang Arif membuat keputusan, the decision is a very safe one. Dia kata bila kita lihat keterangan yang diutarakan oleh pihak pendakwaan, Yang Hakim kata tidak ada satu keterangan pun yang boleh kaitkan duit ini dengan illegal activities. Tak ada langsung. Apalagi dengan isu 1MDB. Ya, jadi ada dua perkara. Satu, langsung tidak ada criminal activity yang connected. Nombor dua, tidak ada langsung kaitan dengan 1MDB. Ya. Jadi you can see they filed this a lot later than the 1MDB punya charges, then the SRC punya charges. The police had the entire machinery of government to implicate Datuk Seri Najib. So with all the force that they have, all the might and facility that they have, they file, and in spite of that, the court today held, they did not prove anything pertaining to any connection with 409 is CBT, pecah amanah. Yang lagi satu is 411 Penal Code, iaitu menyimpan wang daripada aktiviti pencurian. Ya, okey. Semuanya hakim menolak sebab tidak ada langsung evidence yang ada kait naik dengan wang 114 juta itu. Dan Yang Arif juga mengatakan bahawa Datuk Seri Najib punya keterangan dalam affidavit. You remember he said these monies were in his official house and the official office as a Prime Minister. These are monies, the balance from the election budget that a Prime Minister as well as the Chairman or the President of UMNO would normally have in order to run an election of that magnitude, general election. So, dia dah beri keterangan, katakan this is the balance. And they could not refute that. They cannot effectively refute that evidence. So, Yang Arif terima keterangan Datuk Seri Najib. Itu isu yang kedua. But most important is isu pertama, no evidence at all produced by the prosecution to implicate this money with any criminal activity. Okay? Yeah, in particular with 1MDB or SRC. So likewise, not only Datuk Seri Najib's name is cleared, UMNO is also cleared. Sebab UMNO punya statement, Datuk Seri Najib punya statement selari. Dia katakan, some of this money Datuk Seri Najib kept as a trustee, yeah, for UMNO. And when the judge rejected, the order today was to reject the application of the prosecution. On a balance of probability, the judge never believed the prosecution, but believed Datuk Seri Najib and UMNO punya version. Okay, so at the end of that proceeding, pendakwaan minta satu pergantungan order tersebut. Ya, kita bantah sebab tidak ada order yang harus digantungkan sebab Yang Arif hanya menolak permohonan mereka. Jadi Yang Arif setuju dengan kita. Tidak ada apa-apa pergantungan langsung. No stay of the order. So we would today, I think, issue a letter to them to return the money to Datuk Seri Najib. Dan kemudiannya terpulanglah di antara Datuk Seri Najib dengan UMNO, bagaimana dia orang panggu duit tu, yang mana siapa punya, that's between the two of them. Okay, that's the basis of today's decision. Sorry, yes.
So just to get some clarity, so you will issue a letter to the DPP?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Although it is not necessary, they should be worried because they are keeping Datuk Seri Najib's money. They should be returning it because over and over again the judge said, I don't have to issue the order. You should know what to do because your application is denied. Therefore, what you have been keeping has become unlawful. If you further keep it, it becomes even more unlawful.
So the
yeah.
flow of the money is clear, is it?
It is back to Datuk Seri Najib. From where they found, they clearly said they found it in possession of Datuk Seri Najib in a pavilion. So the law says you return it status quo to Datuk Seri Najib.
So the judge did not issue any the section 26.
No need, because the judge said in a situation like this, they make the application to forfeit. The judge said no, denied it. Yeah, so they have to return it. It's logical.
Did the prosecution gain the stand when they're going to appeal on the court?
Strangely, although they asked for stay, they never said they are going to appeal. That to me is very odd. In fact, I raised it. In spite of raising it, again, they never say they are intending to appeal. But this is a very strong ground because, as I told you, the judge took a very safe route. Nothing technical, but he went to the jugular, very substantive. who is the owner of the money and whether the money is associated with any illegality or 1 MDB.
So Nasir, how long the time is given to DPP to respond?
I want to give them 24 hours because we've been waiting for too long. And you know, if they were daring enough to go headed by Dato' Amar Singh, you know, in such a gangster manner to go and take my client's assets and money, I think they should be prepared to return it immediately.
Nasir, just to get clarity, last time, when was the last time you checked the assets just to know whether the value has been depreciated?
You mean the money?
The asset. I mean the hamdan.
Oh, that was quite a while ago because they seem, you see, when they raided and took these assets, they didn't care so much about the security, whether the goods will be damaged and so on. But suddenly after they have taken it, they now adopt this attitude that even the owner cannot go and see because they takut benda ni apparently will reduce in value, damage and all that. Walhal, they have already damaged about 3/4 of it. Not the money, but the other assets.
But today is only about the 114.
114, because it involved Datuk Seri Najib and UMNO. Yeah.
I think dia tak bagi lagi order untuk duit tu di return balik pada Datuk Seri Najib.
No, tak payah order.
Tapi
Yes.
prosecution kena pulangkan balik tu duit tu.
Dia kena pulang lah. Sebab dia punya, you see, dia tak boleh simpan duit yang dia hendak lucutkan harta daripada Datuk Seri Najib, ya, ataupun UMNO. Dia tak boleh simpan benda tu sebab dia pergi ambil daripada pavilion. Dia kena buat application untuk dia lucut harta ni secara permanent. Hakim kata no, you didn't prove a single thing. Jadi benda tu jadi status quo as of 18th of May. Status quo is you took it from Datuk Seri Najib, you return it to Datuk Seri Najib. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right?
Clear?
Thank you. Thank you.